Welcome to the first ever shop battle happening at Goodness Gracious Games for the Gundam card game. This is Nicholas Young. I'm playing on the left side and I will be casting for this week's tournament. So I'm paired with Aristo in the first round. I'll be playing my favorite green-white wing Gundam deck. Aristo playing the white-blue blockers. Looks like Aristo is going for a mulligan here. I'm still thinking if I want to keep my hand cards. Looks decent, if I recall correctly. Just thinking if I'm not sure what Aristo is playing. If I recall, he was playing a more aggro rush kind of deck previously in another shop battle. So just hoping that I'll get some blockers instead. But turns out that we're both going to be playing slow decks here. So we're going to see who will outlast the other. And looks like Aristo's going first, right? And I've got my ASV source up. It's going to be a pass, nothing much you can do. I will also be passing my turn one. So turn 2 has got a overflowing affection, draw 2, discard 1. Basically net 0, but you're actually digging through 2 cards of your deck, so a very good card, especially in the early game. Especially you can play a second one right now, which I think he does have. So wow. Okay, he also discarded the starter deck first Gundam, the one that gives you +1 to all units if you're paired and has repaired too. Okay, so think about to discard here. A bit tough, especially in the early game. Discarding a unicorn Gundam. Okay, going back to me now. Do I have anything for my turn 2? Looks like nothing, which is very safe here because if he was really playing an aggro deck, I think it would have been over by now. Like probably half my life would be gone, maybe. Anyway, I will still place his third overflowing affection here. Insane amount of draw cards. Discarding a perfect strike and then going for the Archangel play. And that's it. It's a pass turn. So I'm just trying to draw into some cards here. I have the looks like. Since there's nothing much on his end, I can just go for a Vamp here with the Wing Gundam Bird mode. I'm going to 5 and passing turn. Level 5, I mean. So next time will be level 6. So the idea would be to come out, to play out Death Side with Duo. But I don't think I have that combination in my hand. He's got his blocker down though, so here comes the Fifth. My Wing Gundam is not going to be able to hit his base. Anyway, that's a big base there with 5 HP, so going to be tough anyway. Here comes the path of something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Take any wing character or unit. Basically, traits Operation Meteor and G Team. So far, the only G Team is the Wing Gundam 0. So I take up the Duo Maxwell. I think scare him a bit. Yeah, we'll find out later that the command says to shuffle the deck. Okay, that's the bad thing of us playing Japanese cards, not really understanding what it does, relying on the official translations and not really remembering them on the spot. Another Wing Gundam Bird mode, so I'm gonna go to level 8 next turn, which doesn't really do anything to Aristo though, because he only has that one Fifth with 4 HP. He's not going to get destroyed by Wing Gundam 0 anyway. But he has a lot of hand cards though. That's plenty because he's not played anything at all. So he's really going late game here. I'm expecting a unit with Link. So it comes 2 damage. Because it's Archangel to So this Archangel to bring it back to active. And then, so you can block again, and then bring out the Gundam as a backup attacker for next turn. Again, both are practically impervious to a Wing Gundam 0 now. So I'm going to go Hero Wing Gundam instead. With this, I can attack a level 4 and below active unit. I'm going to go for Gundam, I think. Or should I go for the blocker? Go for the blocker, right? So now the blocker gets destroyed. I eat 2 damage only. And then both my bird modes can go into the base. So Unicorn Destroyer coming off from the shield. And another Gundam coming off from the shield. Getting left with 3 shields remaining and a Gundam. So let's see what he gets from his hand. A lot of hand cards. So I'm definitely assuming it's going to be something here. Ill Strike with Kiva maybe. An armor onto the Gundam. Another armor with another Gundam. Maybe Unicorn with Banshee. A lot of options. I can't really see from our recording angle here. But he's deliberating here. He's counting the resource he needs. So go Gundam first. That way, 2, he can use the repair 2 later on. So that's practically a free hit for the starter deck Gundam. He's thinking of a link unit here. He's already got it set up. Looks like it's Ale Strike, I think. Yeah, it's going to be Ale Strike. It's going to rest 4 resource. So asking me how many hand cards I have. Yes, I have all of my hand cards here. Here comes the Ale Strike. And here comes the Kira Yamado. Going to bounce the bird mode to hand. Good for him though, because that means there's one less boy that can hit his shield. And he's going to go for a trade here, getting rid of my Wing Gundam. He still has the starter deck Gundam in play. So now I am at level 8. I can come out Wing Gundam 0, but again, that's a bit pointless because that Gundam has just been fully repaired. So basically, I should just go for another unit here. Maybe flood the board, perhaps. I see I have a Lefif in hand as well. I could flood the board. I see a Depth Side as well, but should I go for it right now? It's gonna risk it being destroyed, I think, next turn by whatever Aristo comes out next. So I'm gonna go for flood unit option. Here comes the Sword Strike Gundam via the Striker Pack command. One more card coming down here. What could it be? It's gonna be the Shenlong Gundam. This is the one that when you attack, you can destroy level 3 and below blocker, like the Lefif earlier. Yep, so I've invested 2 for the command and 4 for the Shenlong. I'm thinking if I'm going to use my EX resources, so I'm going to use 2 of it and go for the Lefif. Because in the end, I've just counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would lead me back to 8 again. In case I need Wing Gundam 0. So Aristo on his hand, he has 7 resource cards. You might be wondering why the resource cards are upside down. Aristo says because he's a left-hander, so when he vests the resource, it would look correct. But for me, it looks like the Machu is just side-eyeing. Yeah, this is why we're talking about it. The Machu is just side-eyeing me the whole time. So just explaining right now that if the other way, it's just easier for him. But I just keep looking at the Machu side-eyeing me. Here comes the Kira again. There goes my Striker Pack token, my information token, Sword Strike Gundam. And looks like he's not going to attack. He's going to leave the blocker in play. Now my Shenlong will not be able to take it down. My base is still, wow, practically is still full HP. I haven't even played a base to draw a card from there. You could say I'm in a good spot, but knowing white, blue, and the amount of hand cards I have left, you can always expect them to just play from the back, I would say. With enough blockers, you can slowly turn the tide around. So I do have another Striker Pack. So here comes the Sword Strike once more. I'm not worried because it's not, I don't see any green, I don't see any gun tanks, so should be safe against a pure white-blue deck if you play Sword Strike with 4 attack. Let's see, one more resource. You're going to be a character. It's going to be Hero Yui set onto the Shenlong. That will just give you enough firepower to hit the Ale Strike. I mean, to destroy the Ale Strike if he decides to block. I don't think he will because there's Breach as well. This card does have Breach. So I think he's considering here. A block would take out the threat, yes. So he's going to block and he's going to play -3 AP. So I will be destroyed. Will I be destroyed? I will be destroyed. Yes, so I will be destroyed. And the Kira and Ale Strike survive. So that made me a little bit fearful. So I'm a bit concerned what's going to come next. I'm scared if he's not playing so many cards in hand, he may have another Overflowing Affection, perhaps? I don't know. I'm considering to attack the face with Lefif. Because I can hit one more shield, but that would leave me leave the Lefif. I'm gonna go for Destroy instead. Trying to see if he got trying to bait out his -3 AP, but he doesn't have any. Come out another Shenlong. and pass my turn there, keeping the 1 EX resource. So it's back to his turn. So I was forced to trade 3 cards for his 3 cards, so to say. Yeah, so I guess it's fine. There are 8 active resources on Aristo's side. Let's see what he decides to play out. It's gonna go for 4, no 3. Gonna be 4-5. Okay, is it gonna be Unicorn? It's gonna be Freedom Gundam, the best blocker in the game. 4-6 with Kira Yamato, so it has link. It can attack right now, but it's gonna pass. So the effect to -2 doesn't really matter. It's not gonna attack anyway. So I'm level 9 now. I'm really gonna play my base to try and draw a card here, since the freedom's already come out. Don't know what I drew. I think I didn't draw to really anything though. Now that freedom has 7 HP, so even no pilot in my deck will be able to boost the Shenlong to 7 attack. So this is pretty rough. I'm thinking if I want to if I have Wing Gundam with Hero though, that would be enough to take out the freedom. I see Hero. Do I have Wing though? I think what I do have in my hand is a Death Sight. I have a Death Sight with Hero, and I have the Wing Gundam Bird mode with the duo. So I'm going to go for all-out attack here, I think. He decides to take the shield. Okay, I was expecting freedom to block, but that's good enough for me. So I'm thinking if I just play the bird mode down, I was hoping that he would block with the freedom, so I could finish it off with the Death Sight. But it's just gonna go bird. I'm just gonna go bird mode here and pass, I think. Leave the 3 cards in my hand, waiting for an opportunity next turn. Keeping the hero in case I might draw into a wing or wing 0. I'm gonna pass here, alright. I feel advantageous, so I don't think I want to go all in right now. Tapping is gonna be less 3 to draw 2, I think. Yep, here comes the draw 2. Just need to discard 1 here. It's heavy resource cost, but you get a clean draw 2. Still has another 6 more active resources remaining. So what to do here? Hard to do here. 3 more. It's gonna draw 2 again. Okay. That's a lot of hand cards. A lot of hand cards. But I don't think he'll be able to play anything here. He could play that Perfect Strike. Is he going to play the Perfect Strike? He's not going to play the Perfect Strike. He's going to play Kira instead. That will boost the yeah. He's going to play the Kira with the Gundam. So that will allow him to only take 2 damage, and he'll be repaired next turn. Okay, so now it's back to me again. I'm going to draw and see what I get. I draw to the wing, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. And I have enough resource to play both wing and hero, and Death Sight and duo. So the choice now, I think as a player, do you go for the wing 0? Okay, go for the wing 0. Do I destroy the Gundam, right? Hoping that freedom will take the block and then breach 5. But I know that he plays that -3 AP command. So this is where I decided to just go for face, right? I'm thinking right now that if he does play that command, his Gundam or his freedom will not be destroyed. I will not get breach, and I will not get gain for this turn. Then he can clear my board. So I'm going to attack with the bird mode first to just try my luck and see what happens. He takes it, okay. So I'm thinking I'll just go to face this time. I'm just going to go all face. So I'll go with Shenlong as well. If he blocks with the freedom, then I'm going to use wing to finish up, because I do have the duo with Death Sight in hand already. So I think Aristo's in a pinch here, because if he had the -3 AP, he should have used it on the bird mode first. So the bird mode is just a bait on my end to try and hopefully bring it out. Because if he does use the -3 AP on that one, or block with freedom, right? I would not go all out after that. I would consider my options. He's gonna block, right? He doesn't have duo in the hand yet. So now here's my question: do I go for the freedom destroy? I'm counting my life now, so I was 7, right? 7. He's got 7. Yep. So instead of going for face, I'm gonna go for that and then use duo to finish it off. So good game. We're going to round 2 of this tournament. Here we go to round 2, Swiss 2 of the Gundam card game shop battle that happened at GGG on the 13th of August this week. We got Ash back in the hot seat. He's going up against Towapi on the right side. So this is the same Ash that put his hand cards under the table. So now his phone is there instead. So no hand cards are going right there. And if it does, I guess it's recorded. That'd be funny. So this is the shop battle. I've got to explain earlier in Swiss 1. This is the shop battle where the winner gets the winner's pack, right? So one of 8 different promos. Of course, everyone's chasing for the Lucas Klein one, the -3 AP alternate art, the winner's version of that. So both players setting up. Looks like Ash should be going first. Yep, let's go. So we 1 resource and pass, I think. Right. It's going to be a mirror match. Both playing the very medium aggro blue-red deck. Surprised that Towapi didn't come out a unit on his first turn. Usually you have a 1-2 in hand. They're playing blue-red. And on Ash's side, does he have one? He does have one. It's going to be the gun tank. Unfortunate, because you really want to maximize the gun tank by going for 1 damage onto a rested unit, but unfortunately we also have to build some bodies on the board here. So gun tank coming out on Towapi's side. Ash got a lot of options here. So he's going to go for gun tank as well. Yep, he's going for his own gun tank. I'm going to pass turn here. Doesn't have a pilot to link. Usually for blue-red decks on turn 3, you usually can find Sailor Mass, the one they gives the adds repair 1. So that's usually a target for link on turn 3. Otherwise, you got armor on turn 4. Okay, don't know who knocked the camera there. So the match is a little bit tilted. Vesting 2 resource to go for the Kshatriya, guys. Okay, I'm learning to pronounce it in English. Kshatriya. 1 more. Is it going to be Marida now? I think he's considering to go Marida. It's very early to go Marida here. He's going to gun tank instead. So he's also going to just build up bodies and not attack it. Because the first person who attacks gets to clear shields, clear the base, but you are leaving yourself to a trade. So that's the chess element that's happening right now in a blue-red mirror match. I see the Gundam. I also see a draw 2, I think. So here comes the Gundam and a gun tank. So now it's like, who has the bigger board, I think. I won't be surprised if both players set up for 6 units, then start attacking. In this case, Ash will probably be the one to be attacking first. Okay, so Towapi is going to use draw 2 instead of attacking. So he's got 1 resource left. Could play any of the 2-2 units if he does play it. The level 2 1 cost units or another gun tank. Or it's going to pass. Because playing draw 2 this early on means that you are not building your board, right? And sometimes it's a chase, when you're playing this matchup. So just deciding what it's going to be. He's going to play a unit now. It's going to be armor way. That would link. That would give... we're going to go for a destroy here. Going to destroy the Gundam. You're going to take some damage as well from the Gundam. That leaves you 1 HP. Of course, that's an easy kill if you're playing a gun tank or something like that. But here comes the first hit. It's going to be an armor. I think that's great for Ash here. So you can come back. Does he have anything that can shoot 1 damage at turn 5? Looks like it's going to be Kshatriya, I think. We just have a Gundam as well. There are options. Oh, there's a repair 1 on the gun cannon. I forgot about that. So that would reduce the... So that would be back at 2 HP remaining. Here comes the Salius. They'll give plus 1 AP. That'll be great. You could give it to the gun tank and trade the gun cannon. But would you want to do that though? It's going to give it to the gun cannon and go for face. Because yes, face is the place. Now it's considering if you want to trade. It's going to go for face again. Armor to hand. That's good for Tawapi. And a GM goes into the trash from the shield area. Still has 4 resources left. Here comes the Gundam and Amuro. Who is going to trade with, right? Who is going to trade with? Kshatriya maybe? Definitely not. If you trade with Kshatriya, then you're down to 4 HP. That would leave you open to the gun tank attack. You can take the gun tank now, repair to full HP. You could also take down the gun cannon, yeah. Take out the gun cannon. Eat 4 and then repair it so you're back to only 2 damage on the board. Got the pass turn here. Should be tapped out of resources. So it's now Tawapi's turn. 5 resource plus 1 EX resource, so level 6 level now. Yeah, draw a card. Draw 2 there. Think considering now because to trade, it's going to be trade, I think. There's too many units on Ash's board. It's got to start trading now. And that base there, the Vesalius with the 5 HP, it's really, really bothersome. He needs to get rid of that as well if he wants to start hitting the shields again. It's going to be 2. It's going to be a unit, I think. Yep, here comes 2 resources vested. Oh, it's going to be the shoot 3 damage to a unit that's already been damaged. Yep, 3 is just enough to take out the Gundam. And here comes the extra 1 damage. And then the gun tank will finish that off. And then the Kshatriya will finish off the gun cannon. There's a lot of things happen in that 1 turn. The Angsha coming out, right, to deal that 1 damage. And here comes the GM. So Tawapi has successfully cleared Ash's units while building up his own board back to 4. Very, very tough. Ash can use the gun tank to take out the Kshatriya using the Vesalius, but decides not to. Decide to trade with the gun tank. It's not really trade, but destroy the gun tank instead. So that would give him the gun tank will still be around with 1 HP left. Now using his draw 2. So let's see here. It's got 3 more resources. So GM plus Gundam maybe? Yep, there we go. Just at the wheel back his board again. That gun tank is likely going to be destroyed right now. And then I guess 2 units to the face. Unless he draws to his own Vesalius, that would boost up some attack. But I think he still needs a pilot to destroy the base. See, there's another one of that command again in hand, I think, on Tawapi's side of the board. Once again, I'm sorry I don't didn't really catch everyone's name, so I'm just going to use the nicknames here. This is the nicknames on the Bandai Plus app, except for our TSI boys. We got myself, Ash, and you'll probably see Harry again in round 3, I think. If he wins his round. But that's my plan lah. But if he doesn't win his round, then I'm sorry. This is just considering what to do here. He has enough resource to draw 2 and play 1 to 2 units. Could be a tap. Could be just 1 to play Marida on the Kshatriya. That will give it link, and that allow Marida to use her ability. When you attack, you can deal 1 damage to a unit same level or lower than yourself. So now you're on level 4. You can put 1 damage onto any unit, including the gun tank. So you can destroy the gun tank while attacking the base. And the remaining resource you're going to use to play Rizal. And going to rest the unit as well. Thinking you want to set the armor onto Rizal or to the GM. Set to the Rizal can't attack this turn. If you set to the GM can attack this turn. Going to the Rizal, okay. So you trade. You use the Angsha to hit the gun cannon. Wow, gun cannon. Anyway, that leaves 2 damage on it. And I think the Oh, okay. I'm gonna use that. Attack the base and then shoot 1 damage. That's what I was thinking is gonna happen. One more unit. Attack base. Attack shields. Going for the shields. Nothing with the Vizel. It's gonna pass here, I think. So back to Ash's turn. So Ash piles now down up to 7 resource cards. 7 resource. See the Amuro. See the G Fighter as well. The G Fighter can also link with Amuro and attack immediately onto the shields. I think considering to play out the Kshatriya here. That would deal 1 damage to the Angsha, destroying it. Then 1 more damage to anywhere else. So it's a gun cannon, but not a 1 damage that he needs. Let me know, guys, in the comments. Are you the type, if you're playing red blue, do you play out your gun tanks early on if that's the only thing left in your hand, or would you hold it for like opportunities like this, right? Yep, it's gonna. Oh, okay. Gonna use the GM to deal 2 damage to the Kshatriya, and then use that Kshatriya legend rare with armor combination, taking out 2 units with 1 damage each. Yeah, you're gonna use the Armuro to rest that, but I think that doesn't really matter because I don't think it has a link unit, so just gonna play the gun cannon and pass here. Back to Towapi's turn now. I think we're really reaching the end game here with both players running out of hand cards. Okay, I take it back. Towapi has a lot of hand cards still in his hand. And go draw 1 more there with the Vesalius. Picking up a Vesalius, unfortunately, for him. If he would really want that Vesalius to pop out from the shield instead for free. Anyway, here comes the Gundam. Is he going to come in Armor Ray? I don't see a pilot in hand. So the GM going for face. Is Vizel going for face too? Looks like no armor, so I think it's considering face or not, because that means it will get destroyed in response. Gonna pass now. He does have Gundam. So now that Kshatriya with armor can attack, but it will be destroyed by the Vizel. This is gonna be tough. Should Ash trade? I guess there's no choice here. He should maybe play out as many units as he can for next turn. So use the gun cannon to take out the GM, of course. That will give you repair 1 later. And now in this case, to trade, I think both players with 4 hand cards, but Ash should be the one to reduce his hand first in this turn. Yep, it's gonna trade. Can't let Towapi just clear the board right now. But both players don't play any blockers, right? So it's gonna tap all. Here comes the Vizel, the Kshatriya, the vanilla Kshatriya, and the legendary Kshatriya. Passing turn. Does Towapi have something to come back now? He needs a link unit to win the game, right? Did he draw into a character? A pilot, I mean. A pilot to set onto the unit and finish the game off. Also on Ash's side, doesn't have he needs a he has Kshatriya to take out the Vesalius. But 3 units will not be enough to win the game. He needs 1 more link unit on his side of the board. So Gundam's going to the face. There goes the Gundam from the shield area. So all Towapi needs is just 1 more attacker, right? And I think he's missing that 1 attacker. That's why he's just like thinking, what should he do now? Gonna shoot damage. That's the Battle of Aces, the one I played earlier. So you're just destroying the gun cannon with already has damage on it. That would reduce the number of damage that he would take from his shield later on. And here comes the mighty Banshee. Okay, it's going to be tough now for Ash because he doesn't have enough to win the game. Yeah, he doesn't have enough to win the game here. And he can't take out the Kshatriya. So that's it. So congratulations to Towapi for winning the game. This is a good example of the blue-red mirror. We're going hot and fast into round 3 of the weekly shop battle happening at Goodness Gracious Games. On our left, we have I'll nickname him Stone Cold Steve Austin himself. I'm away 27 going up against Gumi on the right side, playing a pure red deck. Interesting. Let's see how it goes. Looks like Amo will have to shuffle his go for mulligan here. Looks like both players have the mulligan. Okay. It's gonna be an interesting match. Red is a more Zaft deck, I believe. both players here are on Swiss round 3 now. I would be playing Swiss round 3 as well with aiming for, so all players are trying to aim for the 4 wins here. 3 wins to get you to the quote unquote finals, and that would get you the oh, whoa, okay, that was pretty funny. Yeah, the 4 wins to get you the shop battle champion, the winners pack, right? So Zawad, we're going hard and fast here. We're already going to turn 3 now, and both players not really much, just a Zawad on Amo's side. Here comes another Zawad. So those won't be able to hit face, unfortunately, but they will be the block wherever Gomi brings up. So here comes his first unit for 2. I think people got to stop putting their cards under the table. But we can see clearly there he's not really cheating though. Yeah, with the EX resource, he's on level 4. Here comes Buster, Gundam, and Jin. First time you're seeing Zaf on the TSI channel. I was planning to do a deck feature on it very soon as well. The Buster Gundam will be able to support 3 to a Zaf unit, and if it's paired, you can activate again and do it again if you wanted to. Pretty cool for Zaf deck. Could you imagine like in the future what cards this Buster could combo with? Think cards like Destiny cards, Destiny, Legend Gundam, Impulse. The Buster could be able to give support to those as well, because there was a Zaf units. Well, those will be in maybe set 4-5 in the future. Let's not think too far. While I was rambling along, Amo has just filled up his board with 4 units, and finally units that can actually attack. So the Gundam and the gun tank coming out. Here comes the draw 2 from Gomi, and here comes the DR card, so it's linked. Now that you're linked, you have to discard 1, draw 1. So here goes the Aegis Gundam. So Buster gonna attack here. So you could just support and you could just support and then go back to active again. So now then the Jin will be attacking for 5, right? That will destroy the EX base. Oh, you're going for the block. Okay, he's going for the block. Might as well, I think, because those units can't really do much anyway. But we decides not to attack, not to press with the Buster and pass turn here. Now with 5 resource, he's gonna play his own draw 2. Oh, the the camera is wonky. Sorry for that, guys. Someone have hit it while passing by. Seeing a lot of interesting cards in Amo's hand. Seeing another draw 2 Sailor, seeing Overflowing Affection as well. Draw to discard 1. He could play that, he could not play that. Oh, shout out to that Banage resource. That's the missing piece that I think I'm missing that as well for my collection. Hopefully could get that soon in the future side event. Using the Sailor with the Gundam, the Dream, and a gun tank hitting shields again, hitting Lago to the trash. Gomi now down to I think 4 shield remaining. Should be based on 1 hitting the shield, and was it 5 because he hit the shield and he hit 1 extra life, I think. Any case, he does have a Zawad to block the Buster Gunner if he decides to attack. I think it's time for one of the big units to come out here. Let's go. It's going to be a base. It's going to be that base, the Zaf base that would give Zaf units that has 5AP and above plus a breach, gives it breach. I think deliberating what card to play now. Ooh, 3 resource? Aegis Gundam? It's gotta be Aegis Gundam at 3 resource, I think. With 3, you can rest 1 more to play Aswan as well. So let's see if he decides to go for that. Just have a base, so I think just have to worry too much right now. I was thinking about flooding his board with other units. Okay, gonna go for 4. Oh. It's gonna go for 4. Alright, it's gonna go for 4. And not. Oh my gosh. The back and forths there. Here comes the dual Gundam. And here comes the Zuno. I love the water unit because it got, I believe, its first strike when attacking a level 2 and below unit, I believe. So that's a pretty cool counter against Zawat. Dual Gundam as well. I think those one Camel got to remember to put their haircut, their hand cuts on the top of the table, not play with them under the table. But yeah, that's exactly that. That's exactly what I was saying. Correct. So here comes a Gundam again on Amuro's side. Amuro just playing out his units, his own units here. But he hasn't come onto the field yet himself. Gundam attacking. Gonna destroy the base. Can't do anything here because okay, I'm very curious what happened there because the Gundam should be able to destroy the base because he has a paired pilot, so it should be attacking for 5 instead of 4. In any case, there was a slight, I guess, misplay there because then the Gundam were able to hit 1 shield. And the draw to discard 1. Yeah, so remember that Gundam's ability doesn't just work with only armor, okay? It works with any paired pilot. I mean, you could pair Char is double to it, Kira Yamato, and all the units to get +1 attack. So 1 more, 2 more? Yes, thinking about G Fighter here, I think. With the last 2. That would give him another unit on the board though, so I think why not, right? Should be the play, I think, unless he has some other better unit to, or he wants to keep some resource out. Oh, sorry, he's thinking what card to discard with the Overflowing Affection and keeping the 2 active resource, passing turn. He's really building his board here. It's slightly slow though because again he hasn't hit armor at all, and he has like 4 shields remaining. Here comes the face that will give first strike. Yeah. So I wanted to tell him that he gets first strike when attacking level 2 and below unit. So no damage on the Zuno. Here comes Aegis Gundam, and here comes Asran Zala. So this combination has Breach 3, and Asran can attack a active unit. Likely, I believe, is going to attack the Gundam, I think. Yeah, I'm going to just explain that the Asran can attack a standing unit. Going to go for the Zawat. Eat damage, and should be a breach as well. So there we go. That will destroy the EX base. So now we have left with Buster. Buster can just hit. It's gonna give the plus support. It's gonna be 6 attack now, and it's able to destroy the Gundam, the dual Gundam. Amazing. 1 for 2, breach as well, and that would take out a Lefif from the shield area, and now the Buster active again. Thanks to its ability for supporting Zaf units. Also pretty cool is that Buster's effects also when paired, so it doesn't really have to be Diaka. Diaka will give it link. It could be any other pilot, Izak or anything like that. It's going to keep the Buster active there. It's don't need to be destroyed. And there's the Kira resource, another one, the second last one that I just managed to get. So you can play 10 different resource cards, all of the 10 different types, if you manage to collect them all. See a command in hand. Very curious. I don't know where he just drew it. Maybe that's why he didn't play, because he just drew it probably. His armor just ran out of units though. Not playing anything. Oh, yeah, that was the card that he played from the turn 1. Permit score 6 aerial on the starter decks. Really, really rare to see it in a deck nowadays, but not too shabby, okay? For a legend rare. Able to minus attack. Huh. Okay. Not really sure what happened there, but the Gundam managed to destroy the Aegis Gundam? And I'm gonna pass turn by playing another Gundam. Maybe I saw wrong. So we're going closer to the end of the match here, I think. Here comes another Aegis, and here comes another Aswan. That should take out one of those units. And get with Breach 3 should be no problem to hit the shield again. Yep, that should take it out, I think. And hit the shield. Nothing from there. There's another permit score 6. Need to set a pilot, I think, to use the permit score 6 effect to minus attack. You're going to use his EX resource now? Or not? I think the Zulu's gonna attack first. Ooh! You're supposed to use that card though immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna use that card right now. Bounce a level 5, defense 5 and below units. Okay, that's interesting. Gonna bounce the Aegis. You just play it again right now though. There we go, yeah. And you can destroy the Gundam. So, very, very slight misplay there. Yeah, the Gundam managed to destroy the earlier Aegis because the earlier Aegis was damaged already. Yeah, that when I saw that, just like flashback to me right now. Just somehow missed that earlier turn, and unfortunately, because of that command, the Aegis gets a double hit, double breach, and now I'm just left with one shield. The game has completely turned on its head right now, and the Zaf deck has complete advantage. Oh wow, is that a Bialan custom? Now this is a pretty I'm really happy to feature Amro in our stream here. Not only are we going to see permit score 6, we're also going to see Bialan custom. So it set a pilot on it. That would give one unit minus 2 attack, but that's not a link unit. So again, it doesn't really matter here because it's not really going to do much. Yeah, I'm going to target the Aegis. Okay, does he have a link unit in hand though? To really take advantage of that. Or not. That's the let's see what he plays out, right? Let's see how he plays out. Huh? Everybody's playing very wrongly here. That Gundam should not be able to attack because the Gundam just came out with the aerial. Oh, misplay after misplay. Unfortunate. And oh well. Again, Gundam is, like most card games, a self-judged game. And of course, I think the really unfortunate part is because it is a Japanese game though, so it's not like, reading the card explains the card if you can't really read the card, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. So you just remembered that the permit score just came out this turn, so it's not going to be able to -8. You're not going to be able to attack that turn, right? Thankfully, we managed to restore this game state easily because we just bring back that unit. Comes the draw 2. If you could use draw 2 here, don't get a blocker, I think it's over for Amuro because Gomi can just finish the game off with 3 attackers. Yeah, I don't think Amuro has anything. Yeah, we only one shield. I think it's over. I just have to pray that he gets a... But I think even with a big base, it won't be enough because there's the Buster the plus attack. So the Zunos will attack first. Gonna plus AP and hit the base. Okay, that wins the game anyway. So I'm gonna minus AP, but the Buster will finish it off. So congratulations to Gomis going into the next round. Here we go to the final match of the first ever shop battle at Goodness Gracious Games. Tawapi is back in the stream again. He's in the finals. He's got his 3 wins. He's going against JY on the left side. Both players with 3 wins. Both players going to be playing for the winner pack. Like JY is going to mulligan here. Draw 5 new cards. I'm going to shuffle his deck. Tuopi is keeping his hand, so that's the 6 shield cards ready. And now JY's going to put 6 shield cards. So looks like it's going to be JY starting first. 1 resource pass. 1 resource on Tuopi's side. Does he have a 1 cost? This time he has a GM, unlike the game that we streamed him earlier in game 2. Let's have a unit on his turn 2. Oh, but JY counters with a Zawad on his turn 2 though, so pretty hard luck there. Now as a blue-red player, do you attack anyway with a Zawad? I mean, if you could manage to +1 AP using something like Vesalius, for example, would you still attack? He's going to go for that attack anyway. JY is not going to block because I feel it's wasted anyway because the EX base is only going to eat 2 damage and still survive. 2, going to be Vazel. Now it's going to be Gun Cannon. That's pretty cool. So now it's JY's turn on turn 3. It's going to be another blocker here. It's going to, if he's playing green-white, going to hope for more blockers on his board, I think. I see another Zawad, but it's going to play bird mode and go for a plus resource. That would bring him to level 5 next turn. So his turn now. He's on his third turn, playing with level 4 card. Up to level 4 cards he can play now. See GM, I see even the Angsha. Should he attack now? If he attacks now, there's gonna block. Okay, not gonna block. Alright, it's not gonna block. Yep, destroying the base. Attack face again. That will trade the Zawad, I think. Yeah, gonna trade the Zawad. Here comes more units to flood the board. Here comes a GM. And 2 more to bring out a Vazel. Okay. Back to JY's turn now. Tuopi is trying to swarm the board here early on before JY can come out with a Wing Gundam. So the bird was going to trade with the GM. Pretty useful. Here comes a Zawad. And here comes a and Lefif. So he's really holding on here. Trying to keep his shield area as healthy as possible for the eventual Wing Zero play, I think. I think Tuopi is in a pinch because there's 2 blockers staring at him right now. He's not able to deal enough aggro pressure early turn, right? So that's the big issue there for the blue-red player. He is on level 5 though. So level 5, you usually see Kshatriya with Marida coming on that can take out the Zawad. If he has it in hand. Speaking of which, both players do have their hand cards above the table, so hats off to that. Yeah, if I was Tuopi, so I'll be in a pinch right now because, 2 blockers. And if you don't really have units in hand, it's going to it's a big headache right now, right? Because you're inching closer and closer to that magical turn 8 that will clear your board. So here's gonna best 1 resource. Here comes the Marida. Okay. Gonna go for face. 4 attacks. So I would block with the Zawad here, I think, and not waste the Lefif. Yep. So 2 for 1. That's a JY wins that one. And gonna let the Vazel go hit straight into the shield because the Vazel counters the Lefif being 4-3. And here comes the Gundam and it's going to pass turn now. Back to JY. JY drew into a base. I think it's going to play that base. It should still leave you enough resource cards. It's not going to play the base. It's going to go for a draw to discard 1. Trying to look through his deck. So he discards from this hand. Pretty cool hand there. I see Ale Strike. He drew to Kira as well from the things that you play now, I think. Here comes the Kira as well. Going to use his EX resource. He's going to bounce the Gundam, I think. Because it just came out. Then going to use the Ale Strike to take out the Vazel. -2 attack as well, using Kira's effect. And will he use the Lefif to attack for 2? I think probably not. It's going to probably pass here. in case Toapi has a link unit coming out. Like Jeva has managed to turn this game around. Typical of green, white, you got that benefit of the white blockers to stop aggro attacking. And on Tobi's case, though, there really wasn't that many units, and Jeva managed to counter with many blockers. Versailles is coming out, but no units in play. I don't know what he drew with that one card. Cross fingers, hopefully he gets into a unit, so we have a great finals match to show you guys. I didn't pre-watch anything also. This is my usually, even for Pokemon events, we'll just cast as is, so that I will be surprised as well to see what comes out. Here comes the Gundam that was bounced earlier from the Ale Strike effect. 2 more resource cards, one of them an EX resource. He's considering maybe he's shot 1 or 2, I don't know. He's going to use it. And going to shoot 1 damage onto the Ale Strike, leaving you with 2 HP remaining. And I'll pass turn now. Let's see. I think that's 6 resources, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the death side turn, I think. Normally. Gonna use the command that will allow him to find 1 Wing Gundam unit or pilot. Here comes the Wing Gundam. So Wing Gundam gonna come out, I think, with Hero. That will allow him to destroy the Vazel or the Gundam. Yep, here he goes. So he can attack a active level 4 unit. Gonna take out the Gundam. That will eat 3 damage. And that would also be a breach 5 and destroy the base. So the Ale, for the Ale Strike attack, Ale Strike is going to attack. Okay, Ale Strike going to attack. That would be nothing Zaku Marina. The Zowat's going to attack, and armor goes to hand. Toapi needed that armor a turn earlier, and now JY doesn't even need Wing Gundam to win the game here. He's already got a very advantageous board. So for Toapi's case, he could use the Angsha to trade with the Ale Strike. At least, is that enough to take out the Wing Zero? Wing Zero has 6-7 HP. No, it's 1 damage shot to take out the Wing Zero. It would be better if you could take out the Wing Zero though. Because as a Red Bull player, most of our units are actually level 4 and below. So any of the units that's going to be played out is going to be destroyed by Wing, which would also result in Breach 5, right? It's a very, very strong unit since the beta days, that Wing Gundam. Celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. I think if I was Toby, I'd be staring at the abyss here. It's going to go for Wing, I think. It's just explaining that, you can go for Wing, but you won't be destroyed. Still have 1 HP left. Does he have Angsha or something? Okay, does have the Kshatriya shooting 1 damage to both the... just shoot 1 damage, can't shoot both, right? Just 1. Wait, whoa. Oh, okay, I see what happened now. So it's gonna attack, targeting the Lefif, right? This I took 2 damage, and then the Marida effect to finish off the Ale Strike. That one Kshatriya with Marida managed to clear 3 units, man. Really insane. Really insane. I mean, of course, the Angsha also played a part as well, right? So 3 cards for 5 cards? Insane. That's the 3rd time he's played this command right now. That's already more than most Wing players I've seen. Take up the death side with Duo, I think. It's going to clear out that Marida with First Strike. Gain 1 vested resource and First Strike. And pass the turn here again. Does Toapi have enough of anything left in his hand though? 4 hand cards? Yeah. While Jira has 2 left. I think we're gonna go into top deck mode very soon unless Toapi doesn't have anything here and Jira can just slowly sweep his board. His opponent's board, I mean. We're already getting a crowd here because this is the finals match. JY is tapped out, so nothing to fear. You won't be able to play any cards. But I think Toapi is just run out of resources though. I don't know what it must be missing something. Maybe it's missing a link unit. Should not be a concern though if you can get out at least 1 unit. You can get about 2 units even better, right? I think sometimes with blue red, you might be stuck with pilots and commands in hand, then you've just run out of resources. That kind of like pilot and command screw has just happened. Oh, that's type 4. Could be a Banshee, I think. Oh, it's gonna be Gundam with the armor. So it's actually the booster Gundam. Again, another first timer on the stream. This card can draw 1 if you have another units on the other units on the board, but it doesn't, so you won't be able to draw. But you're able to attack though. It's going for base, which is interesting. For 5, yeah, it's 1 short. It's pretty rough though, because not only is he is unable to rest the death side because his defense 6. The death side will be able to destroy the. Oh, he places the base with another one, gets to draw 1 as well. The death side can clear the Gundam, right, and survive with 1 HP remaining. But should you though? I would think. Another question here for the viewers in the comments: should you go for face instead, right? Because yeah, you even have Ale Strike in hand, so like if you've gone for face that turn, you can finish the game next turn. Because blue red doesn't really play blockers as well. The Angsha comes out just like expected, 1 damage. That's why he was holding it in hand, he want to play it out. And a Rizal and the Banshee. He's just used up. That's all the cards he has in his hand, right? So Towabe is on top deck mode. Joy plays the 4th copy of the deck and he gets the Wing Gundam 0. That's what he needs to win the game next turn. He can entirely clear the board. But right now he can use the Wing 0. Going for face is interesting. He's not going to go to destroy a unit. Of course, he doesn't need to. Then he's going to use the Kiva. Kiva's been attached to Ale Strike. Bounce the Banshee to hand. And here comes the Wing 0 to finish off the board. It's over, right? Yeah. I think JY has got this in the bag. 4 times that command has come out has helped him so much. And the Wing 0 should finish, with 3 units, he should finish the game. I don't think Towabe has anything to finish. Okay, he has the Battle of Aces to destroy 1, but there's still 2 more units left. With 1 card left, I think it's just the Banshee that he bounced earlier. Yep. Oh, he has 1 more card in hand. But I don't think there's anything. So now Towabe has to pray that card is a base. Base? No base. It's a damage, but not enough. Congratulations to JY, our first GDG Shop Battle winner. See you next week for more Shop Battle goodness.